47. Look at the egg. 49. In the face.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, check, check. 54. 59.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Nick Vigil able to run it down for a loss of a yard. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back, Greystone, travel.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's complete to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Go! 18 Gators. Silver. Hey, Sam off.
Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Man, I got you. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
But that was... Certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Catch is made here. It's the rookie from San Diego State, Kahale Waring. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie! General West! Go! Hey, come on the ball! Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 5.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Looking to throw. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
On the ready.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Herbert caught by Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Badgley's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. He's left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on first down, Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
49, guys. Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On second down, Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. I'm coming after you. Let's go. Hey. Go Mike 34.
From the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that. And keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Throwing on first down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to find another down.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans
61, match box, lights.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Hey, check back 30, light. Ready?
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. On first down, Herbert. He completes it to Jones. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson looks to throw again. He's going to air this thing out deep and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And caught by Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now it's Watson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Set. 18 Gator.
Switch up, switch up.
Guard.
Switch it.
Look at me. Guard.
Crunch. Check. Lucky.
Look. Squeeze. There you go.
Hey, turn it up. Hey, look.
Hit it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And an Allen run! And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And Leo.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
55 for Mike. Okay, double up.
Hey, rock it. Ready?
To throw on second down. Herbert complete to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now Eckler. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. Second and 2. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Check that 6-6. Pull it high.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
Here we go. Switch.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, wahoo! Let's go now.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Texans.
On 1st and 10, Watson gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Go. Protein spill. Get it.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ready up.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. A gain there of 21 yards.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go. Hey, Echo.
Hey, check back 34.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Back to throw. Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
61, matchbox right. Ready?
To throw on second down. Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
We see drops happen on hitch routes. A lot of the time it's because the timing's off on the play or trying to get his head upfield right before he secures the pass. Last thing, though, it's such an explosive move on the hitch route that sometimes they don't get their body settled before the ball gets there.
From the gun on third down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Running from the gun, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Houston.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was brought down by Chris Harris. He's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Chargers 22.
From the 22, Watson. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
To throw from his end zone, Herbert. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big run there by Johnson. 47 yards on the ground.
First down, Texans.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Yeah. You don't want no. 56 to Mike.
Throwing again is Watson. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Chargers' 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
56, Mike, 56.
This one caught by Davis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. He's checking.
24 is down. He's coming. Hey, 24.
Kill.
Here we go on 4th. Watson forced out to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 3rd and short. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Ty Long now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring with his first career NFL touchdown, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Jones has it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. And Cooks has it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
36.
From the gun, here's Watson. Completes this to Waring. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. To throw is Watson. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
56 is the mic. Stop your whining. Switch. 31.
Watson off play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Try to get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah. Now
you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Now Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run here with Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Here we go. 2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.